Hello, I hope you're having a great day so far. Welcome to Mrs. Hughes' programming class. Today, our objective reads as follows. Students will create a Python program to compute basic mathematic operations. Before we get started, class, I want you to have paper and pencil. You'll need paper and pencil because I want you to write down and take notes of everything that I say and everything that I type, so that after this video is over with, you'll be able to create your own program. Okay, let's get started. The first thing that you'll do is you're going to open up your browser. And you're going to go to the IDE, online IDE, Replit. You're going to type in REPL.IT. All right, once there, you're going to go to the top right-hand side and click on New Replit. All right, the language that we're going to use today will be Python. You're going to click Create Replit. And it's going to load. All right, once loaded, the first line will be a comment line. We start all comments with hashtag marks. Okay, this tells the interpreter to skip over it. It's a comment. So we're going to write our name on the first line. The second line will be a comment as well. And this comment is going to actually tell the reader what this program does. Okay. So our program is going to compute basic math calculations. All right, now the first thing that I want the program to do is I want the program to ask the user to input a number. Okay. Don't write this down yet, class. I want you to first watch this and let me explain, and then you can write it down. Okay. All right. So we're going to ask the user to input a value, and that value is going to be stored in a variable called number, num1. Sorry, it's going to be stored in a value in a variable called num1. So I'm going to type num1 equals, and then I'm going to call the input function. Enter your first number. All right, so the program is going to ask the user to enter his first number. Okay, this number is going to be a string variable. But in order to perform math calculations, we want to use integer variables. So we're going to have to convert this string into an integer. So in order to do that, we're going to have to type int in front of input with a parentheses. And then we're going to close that parentheses at the end. Okay, so now this changes our string into an integer. All right, now we're going to ask the user to input another number. All right, now we have the user inputting two numbers. Now we're going to perform our calculation. So the first calculation that we're going to perform will be addition. Okay, so we're going to add these two numbers together. So the total that we get, we're going to store it inside the variable called total. Okay, so we're going to write total equals num1 plus num2. All right, so by the way, anytime that you feel like, you can always pause this video and start it back whenever, okay? So we wrote total equals num1 plus num2. So now we're going to print out that total onto the screen. So in order to do that, we're going to call the print function. This prints whatever, we're going to print whatever is inside the parentheses, okay? Oh, okay, so we're going to type enter the total is, and then we're going to call the variable total. Okay, so what this does is going to print the words the total is, and then it's going to actually print out the number for total when we call that variable. Okay, so let's run our code to make sure that we typed everything right. Okay, make sure we don't have any errors. All right, good, no errors. Okay, next we're going to perform a subtraction calculation. And we're going to store that value in the variable subtrahend, okay? Then we're going to print this to the screen. Okay, now we're going to run this program to see if it runs correctly. We typed the first number is 45, the second number is 23, the total is 68, and the subtrahend is 22. That looks good to me. All right, now, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to calculate the product of the two numbers. So we're going to create a variable product to store the product of the two numbers. And we're going to use the asterisk mark for the multiplication. Now we're going to print out the product. Call the product. We're going to run the program to make sure it ran correctly. And it did. Next, we're going to find the quotient of the two numbers. Quotient division. Now we're going to run and make sure we got it correct. And we did. And there you have it. Now, class, after you finish writing the program, I want you to share with me. So you're going to click on share. And you're going to get the link, copy the link. And then you're going to go over and go to your classroom. Open it up. Go to the assignment. And then you're going to click on add or create. You're going to click on link. And you're going to paste the link. And then you're going to click on add link. And then you're going to click on turn in. All right. So, class, your assignment. Your assignment is you're going to create a program that asks the user to input two numbers. Okay. The program will then calculate and print out the total, subtrahend, product, and quotient of the two numbers. Okay. And then once you're finished with that, you're going to share the link with me in Google Classroom. All right. Okay. So you all can go have fun. Thank you. And I'm awaiting your assignments.